So excited to welcome you into today's session. We are going live talking all about you. Specifically, are you making a sustainable income online using AI? Anytime that we are hanging out together, it is all about you. You are the most important person in the room. I am the facilitator helping you workshop how to get more audience growth, more sales, and ultimately more income into your business. So with that in mind, I would love for the first few seconds of this video to spend talking about you. Holler at me in the comments with who is in the room. I am so excited to spend time with you over the next 20, 30, 40 minutes that we have together, because I believe this is going to change the game, not only for your business, but for your life. And to start, let's kick things off by introducing you. Your next customer could be sitting right beside you in this very room. Your next collaborator could be right here, but you will never know if you don't introduce yourself, if you don't have your links handy, ready to share who you are, what you do, and how you can make a transformation in the life of the person sitting next to you. So holler at me if you're around. We are talking all about 10K. I'm super excited to be here because I know that AI is the game changer that you've been looking for. It's not just, you as a small business owner who is interested in AI. It is the entire world who is interested in this technology. And I'm really excited to introduce specifically how you can use it to make more money, to bring in more revenue, to be more profitable, to grow your audience, and to make more sales. We can make more sales in the next hour if you are great at introducing yourself, if you are clear about the transformation that you offer the person sitting next to you. Well, of course, they're going to want to buy from you. Of course, they're going to need what you do. Your business exists to solve a problem, and you never know who has that problem in this room unless you are clear about the problems that you solve and how you do it and make it easy for people to click through. We all have two huge parameters around what we do. We don't have enough money and we don't have enough time. And if you can help someone around you solve those problems, then you will make money in your business. So let's think about how we can do that. Every single person in this room, I have a specific AI solution that I want to present to you that's going to enlighten you. I was demonstrating it to my team this morning and they were like, wow, Jade, I had no idea it was going to be this good. So I'm really excited. Jacinta says, hi, Jacinta Valley from Body Rock. I would love to see how this will help me in my business as well. Well, Jacinta, you are inside my Small Business Growth Club, so you have access to all of these tools. Of course, it is going to help you because the AI tools I'm presenting to you today will define your customer, tell you what pain points they have, then build your content from that, generate images, deliver captions, write your emails, literally your business plan step by step. AI will complete for you. And this is already available to you inside the club. And I can't wait to demonstrate how others could take advantage of that too. That's one of the really exciting things about what I'm sharing with you today. And all the tools that I create inside my paid Small Business Growth Club membership, they're not only tools to use, they're also customizable for you to build solutions for your customers from. This is the incredible thing. I'm not just giving you the demonstration of what it is. I'm giving you the building blocks so that you can reconfigure it to solve problems in your life for your customers. That's a super exciting thing. Should we just dive in? Everyone's in the room. We've all made it. Let me know if you can see what I'm seeing. I hope that it is visible. I hope that it is not distracting. Let's rock and roll, everyone. We need to get this happening. So, sustainable 10K month. That's what you came for. That's what we all want. Holler at me if this is what you are after, because I hope so, because that's what we're offering here. So let me get things set up so you can see that. We are rocking and rolling with everyone sharing your links, which you've already done so. Another thing that I do differently, and I'm welcoming you guys to do, is share your links, right? It's all fine and well to talk about your business. It's even better if you give someone in this room a way to action and connect with you ongoing from this particular call. So let me know if you are actioning your links, sharing your links. I really want to see that. And then let's dive into talking about what we came to talk about today, which is your sustainable 10K month. So the reason I started today is because I am a photographer. You might know me as someone who takes photos, takes videos, and then shares that on Instagram. Holler at me if you are familiar with that side of my business. And I love that side of my business. I am still doing it. I will always continue to do that. But let's be real here. Why do we bother taking photos and videos of people? Well, the point of that is to grow their revenue, to grow their business. That's why you're here. That's what I'm in my game for, is to help them make a sustainable income online. And really, when I started building my business, I started from a space of not having a website, not having an email list, and not having any particular way to make any revenue. I was during COVID and everything was shut down. And this is where my business was about 2 or 3 years ago during COVID. And since that time, I found this incredible new way to make money. And it was all about using social media. So holler at me if you're on social, holler at me if you are on Instagram, you're familiar with using these tools. But, I've been able to reach 1.2 million people in a single week on Instagram, on social. I've been making real money. So $50,000, in a particular time period. Best of all, I get to connect with people who really need and want my help. And I get to connect with them in a way that's deeply personal. And it's so inspiring and motivating to connect with people in that way. So, I'll hear things like, you are amazing. And wow, look, 2,900% for my Insta reach, 17,000 saves on a particular post, which is great, right? You guys are probably sitting there thinking, awesome, Jade, that's great for you. But what I really want to cement for you is that this is not vanity metrics. We've heard this many times that, having a website is what you really need. And, you really need to send emails. And I really want to challenge that myth in the industry, and that you can connect and you can make money with people on whatever surface is suitable for you. For some people, that will be website. For some people, it will be email. But particularly when you're just starting out, or particularly when you're trying to reach those income goals, you don't need that. You just need one thing. And that one thing is a customer. I really hope you can see that. And so I was able to make not just this type of impact on people, but also able to gain incredible revenue. So I'm sharing something really vulnerable to start off with, because you've come into this room wanting to make sustainable income. Well, I better well damn well prove that I've made sustainable income from what I'm teaching you. And so I'm sharing with you my profit and loss statement from the end of this financial year. And I wanted to share with you the results from 2023 and also 2024. So I am a mum of three. I work online only. These are my results that I've gained, and these are not small amounts of money. These are legitimate, profitable businesses that I'm running, and I'm doing it all online, using social media, using the very system that I'm going to teach you today. So it's really important to me that you have that grounding and that knowledge and understanding that I'm talking from a place of having done it. And not only I've done it, I've also educated my members on how to do it too, which is also the really exciting bit, because all of the systems that I teach you today, they're already live and active inside my Small Business Growth Club. So holler at me if you can see that. Holler at me if that is something that you're awesome. So Ina says, love that, Jade. I don't want to be doing Instagram and I'm working on leaving in the next year or so. Well, awesome. Great. You can make this money however you want. This is the way that I've made it. And I've done it in a really interesting and innovative way. So the way that I've made this money is I have used my business system, and I'm sharing it with you now. This is the first 10 minutes of the presentation, and I'm giving you the results, and I'm giving you the answer for what you came for. You want to know how to make sustainable 10K months, and I'm telling you now, it is through this business system. This is your success path. This tells you step by step exactly what you need to do to make sustainable 10K months on Instagram. It's not behind a paywall. You don't need to join my membership to find that out. I want to give it to you because I'm here for your success and I want you to succeed. And when we look at this step by step process, the very first part of this graph, and you're welcome to take a screenshot of this. We will come back to it many times today. But the very first part of this success path is your customer, and really understanding that is the only thing you need. I see a lot of confusion in the market when people talk about what they need to make money. People say they need a website, they need emails, they need to do videos, they need to do everything, trending audio, dance. You need nothing but a customer to make a sustainable living online. And in fact, don't get distracted. It always comes back to your customer. And I really want to help you today zero in on them. But first of all, we're going to talk about a few things, and the fact that the common methodology is that you need a funnel for your business, and that's totally true. But people often have this idea in their head of what a funnel is, right? They think that a funnel is a website, emails, and that's going to lead to sales. But my challenge to you and anyone on this call is, you've got a website, most of you, you're sending emails, most of you. Well, why aren't we all millionaires, right? That's the question. Why aren't we all rolling in cash? So Karina says, I always feel like I need to do everything and then I get overwhelmed and do nothing. Absolutely, Karina. And that's why I've really got this beautiful, cohesive, comprehensive map, a business system that will guide you through what you need to do next and cutting through the overwhelm. And, when we think about a funnel, I really want to be honest here. a funnel based on a website, a podcast, launches, blah, 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 whatever, they all cost you money. You know what I mean? Your business lives and dies through making more money than it costs you. And yet everyone is telling you you need to build all these things and spend all this money on these things. And I'm saying, no, there's a different way. You can do things through social, you can make free revenue, and then whatever you make is profit. And really, that's how I've built my business. And it's a really modern iteration of fundamental principles. You guys can see here that your website is just a surface, exactly the same as social is a surface. And the more you connect with your customer on that surface, the more you're able to solve their problems, and the more clearly you'll make your cash. So today we're really just going to go back into that fundamental thing of connecting with your customer. That's what it's all about. So when we think about all the things you need to do, I think Karina summed that up already. She says she feels like she has to do all the things. And holler at me if you feel the same. You have been in many workshops, webinars, and presentations since COVID, and every single person is telling you you need to do a different thing to get the cash, right? The TikTok people say you need to do videos on TikTok. The ads crews say you need to be spending on Facebook ads. The brand strategists say that you need to be having a brand strategy. That's why your emails aren't getting read, because you don't have that. So Kai Simmons says, me 3. Saldana says, yes, absolutely. We're all in the middle of this. We're all getting yelled at by every single person. And I want to acknowledge that all of these people are correct. But if you try and do all of these things, you will end up $19,299 roughly per month in the red. And that's even before you've made a single sale. And so what I see is a lot of small business owners do this. They just go out there and they start to buy the site. They purchase the SEO package. They invest in the ads, and they haven't thought of the one thing that's going to make them money. That one thing is their customer. And so again, I really want to break through this, and I really want to cut through this idea, because right now you are feeling overwhelmed justifiably. You've got a million people yelling at you that they have the solution to what you're looking for. You're also inconsistent because you can't possibly stay consistent with ads and SEO and emails. It will blow you up. It's more than one person can carry. And you're also heading to burnout. This is the ever-present ghost that is on the shoulder of every small business owner, particularly working women, particularly mothers who are in this room with me right now. It's just not sustainable. And into this comes AI and the promise that AI offers. And, holler at me, any Schitt's Creek fans in the house. I love Moira. I love her confidence. I love her energy. This, for me, really represents this shot of Moira rocking along with the arms and the smoke and the birds flying. This is what AI promises to all of us. It promises to give us more time, help us make more money, and help us really get clarity in our business. And I want to say it does that. It literally does it. I'm going to show you how to use it today. It's going to be amazing. It's going to change your life, and you should get on it, because guess what? AI is free. And just like jumping on social media is a really great idea because it leads to revenue without costs, also AI is free. So why wouldn't you be taking advantage of this thing? Because it leads to revenue without costs. Again, you can have your website, you can have your emails, you can have your podcast. All of them have costs associated with them. But these free platforms that come along, these free opportunities, they are rare and they're exciting, and you can make pure profit from them. Just like what's his name? Michael says in his, the profit first accounting methodology, you should be making profit first in your small business. It should be your guiding light before anything. Ina says, love it. Love Moira. The birds. Yes, we all love Moira. I hope you go walk away with this feeling like you can be Moira. That's what I'm giving you, the keys to have that confidence in the business space. And we do that through AI. We don't just talk about it. It's not just mindset. It's literally with AI. And so at this point, I really want to take a moment and take a breath to think about, how do you feel about AI? Are you using it already? I think Kai has said she's already using it. Well, Kai, tell us how. And who else is using AI? What are you doing? I think, Alpha, you were testing out Perplexity. Tell us about the AI tools you're using. Tell us about how comfortable you feel using AI, because this is an interactive workspace. I really want us to be engaging with each other and, sharing our knowledge and information. So Ed says, woo, welcome Ed. We've got Pascal is using it for research. Ed's using it all dang day. So Ina says, I use ChatGPT a little bit and that's it. Awesome. Nice to know. So holler at me in the chat. People are kind of dabbling in it. Content and marketing strategy. Awesome. Yep. Good stuff. Love a bit of that. if you're using AI at the minute, you would know that most people are all about prompts. Annette says, I have Flick for social media. It generates my ideas and scripts. Awesome, Annette. Love it. That's totally awesome. So if you are using AI already, you would know it's a lot about prompts. I've got a free prompt here for you. I love freebies. If you are interested in a free prompt, definitely grab it. You can use your phone to grab a little photo of that QR code, and it will take you to a free prompt that's going to help you. Because again, like I'm hosting this workshop and this webinar to help you. I want to see you succeed, and I know that you can. So Annette says, CapCut converts long videos to short using AI. Rebecca says, using AI to help create some ideas for posting, also product descriptions for our website. Absolutely. There's so many opportunities for you to use AI. And so Sal says, AI love all the time to edit my copy. Absolutely. There's so many different ways you can use it. It's, you guys are already doing it. So it's not like I'm telling you something that you don't know. When I was compiling this workshop, one of the quotes that really stood out to me was that, this quote that AI won't steal your job, but someone using AI will. And for me, this really crystallizes why it's important to get across this technology. And even if you don't end up like using anything that I share today, at least you were in the room and at least you're aware of what's going on, because I guarantee that the world is going to be talking about AI and banging on about it for the rest of the year. And if you don't choose to use it, at least you know what it's all about, right? At least you can have a look at it and say, yeah, that just adds another step in my workflow. I don't really want to do that. I can't be bothered to, fiddle with all those prompts. I'm going to leave it, but at least I know what it is. So I think it is really important to get across AI, even if you find that it's not quite right for your business. And that's totally okay too. So, agree, says Kai. She says, we need to be ahead, not afraid. Marianne says, yes, I'm loving so much of AI. I've been training my ChatGPT to be a personalized bot to help with detailed structure and strategy. My ADHD fast brain falls behind on cast magic great for brainstorming content. Absolutely. ChatGPT is a wonder, and we're going to explore that today. So for anyone who is using AI already, you would know, you go to ChatGPT, you fire it up, and then you're like, what was I here for again? It's like a little bit like the thing that I hear is like everyone kind of says AI is the amazing thing. And then you go there and it's like walking into a room and forgetting why you came to that room in the first place. It's a little bit kind of like all of a sudden you get overwhelmed again. That's how I feel anyway. And then people come along and they tell you, this is the prompt, this is the prompt, this is the prompt. And they give you these prompts. But what I think is when I read these prompts is that they often like, they often cause more problems than they solve. For example, this prompt here, like prompt 3, what are some creative ways to promote, insert your offer on Instagram to insert your ideal follower? Well, what if you're not clear on what your offer is and what your ideal follower, who that is? Like it just seems to like rely on information that maybe you don't have to hand, or maybe you've got to end up like searching for and digging around. And then, by the way, it hasn't even done the thing that you need. So you've actually just added another step on your already busy workflow of uploading, downloading, putting in, taking out, and all of a sudden you've done one post and the whole day is gone and you've got to go pick up your kids. So for me, prompts, I don't really see them as this solution that AI promised. So I don't mind a good prompt, but there's something better waiting for you. And I really want to explore that with you today. So for me, the solution that AI promises is really in this idea of a sustainable business system. Again, I see AI doing a bit of this, doing a bit of that, doing a bit of that, CapCut of this, and then, ChatGPT of that, and then Opus Clip for this. And it's like, but how does it all fit into your strategy? How do you know what you're doing on AI is actually the most important thing contributing to your overall profitability and business success? And that's really what I'm presenting today. And all this week, we're going through your sustainable business system, because what I've built is AI plus business fundamentals leading to your sustainable income. That for me is the holy grail, because it's a rinse and repeat system. It's infinitely repeatable, but you're always on track. You're always on course. You're not deviating into random trend territory or useless hack. You're staying on point. Let me know if you hear me. And what is the sustainable business system? I already debuted it. I told you in the first 10 slides what it was, and we're just going to come back and back and back to this because it's not rocket science. I was talking to my coach this morning, and one thing he said is that 90% of people don't realize that real success in business is dead boring. Real success in business is strategic, it's sustainable, it's repeatable, It's a step-by-step process. And this is what it is. There are 8 steps in it. I've walked through them. I've taught my Small Business Growth Club members. They've walked through them. This is how you get the success. And I know that this isn't rocket science. This is based on the work of Donald Miller, and I pulled in a whole bunch of different references from Sabri Suby, from different kind of leaders in the field to build this. But what is rocket science is the fact that I've also built AI tools that do the work for you every step of the way, right? This is where the rocket science comes in, because you already know that you need to focus on your ideal customer. You already know that you need a business plan, that you need a marketing plan, but you have not done it. And even if you have done it, it's not integrated into the way you create your next post, the way you edit that video, the way you write that caption needs to always come back to your ideal customer. And that is the promise of AI. And that's what I'm teaching you today. The fact that you can use it in an integrated system that never loses sight of the one person who matters on the other side of the screen, which is your customer. So I hope you're really getting excited about it. I'm super excited to demonstrate it, because this is where the real magic happens. So Marianne says, big vision, strategy. Yes, welcome. Yeah, I love you, Marianne. Love Marianne's energy. Love this, says Annette. I spent so many hours over the years creating content that has not met the mark and found my ideal customers. Absolutely. This is how the time saving comes into it, right? Because it's always linking back to the one person you need to call in. So what does my sustainable business system do for you? Well, it does all the things, Annette, that you've already been trying to do manually. You know, it finds your customers, it creates your content, it writes your bio, it writes your emails, it writes your captions, and it delivers your strategy. And so it does all of it. And it does it in a really simple way. It's not in some, hardcore, weird system that you don't know. It's inside ChatGPT. You're already using it. You guys already know this stuff. All I've done is I've linked it to your success path so that it's there, it's comprehensive, it's cohesive, and you don't need to waste a million years on it. So what we're going to do is we're going to stop this share. I'm going to start a share of my screen of ChatGPT, and we're going to demo it. We're going to run it for people in this room, because I really want you to see the power of these tools, and I want you to apply them to your own businesses. So let's have a look. I know that Laura's in this room and she's a product business. Alpha's in this room and she's a service business. Otherwise, holler at me in the chat if you want me to feature your business. We can absolutely do that. But let's go through and let's fire this up and give you guys a demonstration, because I'm talking a good talk, but do I actually have what it takes to do this? So where is my ChatGPT? Here it is. Holler at me if you can see my ChatGPT on your window. I'm just going to take a moment for a little sip of water. Will you record this, please? Maxine, it's already live in the Facebook group, which means it's already recorded. Pink Creative, Squarespace VIP days. Can see. Karina, Alpha, awesome. All right, let's dive in. So let's have a look. I know, Alpha, you're on my mind because I've been looking at your face all weekend, because I've been editing photos from Alpha. So I'm going to go to Alpha. Holler at me if you can see Alpha's profile. The amazing thing about my tools is they take no prompts, right? You don't have time to spend a million hours telling ChatGPT, blah, 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 ideal customer this, blah, blah, blah. You just need the results. So what we're going to do is we're going to jump into ChatGPT. We're going to fire up your customer finder. That's what we came here for. Whenever I ask people in my Facebook group, what do you need? They're all like, give me customers. I need customers. Great, because that's what we're going to do. This is the first part of your success path, that we're going to get you customers. All you need to do is give this customer finder tool your bio, right? You've already got this, or your website. You've already got that. So let's run it. This tool is going to define your hero customer. Then deliver a 30-day content schedule based on your customer's pain points. No prompts required. We're going to paste your bio or website into the message box. Let's go. So let's going to see what it's going to do. And so what we're doing is we're doing a whole bunch of things. We're defining your ideal customer. We're generating content ideas. And at the end, it's going to help us take that action immediately. So it's not going to be stuffing around and then, put those content ideas on a shelf and never come back to them. Let's see how it does this. So Alpha, let's run it. Based on the story brand strategy, let's structure your message to grow your followers and sales online. So the hero of Alpha's story, remember the story is all about her customer, not Alpha. The hero is about a driven individual who is eager to improve their financial standing, but feels overwhelmed by the complexity of managing money. They're typically in their mid-30s to early 50s. Look, we've got some great demographic information here already. Yep, awesome. Often balancing multiple roles, blah, blah, blah. This person finds blah, blah, blah. As we know, Alpha, you probably already know this information, right? Which is great. We are then going to break down what their objections are. So they may be skeptical of complex financial jargon, and we want clear, straightforward advice that empowers them to take control of their money. Great. This should go into your content, right, Alpha? You shouldn't be using financial jargon in your content, or you should be using it to break it down to make it easy for them. So we go through here the very explicit pain points that Alpha's customers face. So deep-seated anxiety around money. I know, Alpha, you already talk about breaking through money beliefs, so it's great. You're on the right track. The external pain they face is the practical challenge of managing their finances effectively. I've already gnawed your ear off about how I want a dashboard, Alpha, for my personal finances. Again, ChatGPT's just worked that out from your bio. On a philosophical level, your customers believe that everyone deserves to feel confident and in control of their financial destiny. Again, two emotions there that you want to elicit in your content that are going to give your customers confidence that you are the right person for them to learn from. So then we break down into 15 occupations who have these pain points so they fit into your ideal customers, because it's all great and well to have a definition of them. But if you see your ideal customer connect with you at a cafe, or they are at a networking event, or they're part of the membership that you're part of, or they're in a workshop or webinar that you're part of, you can identify them. Hold on a second. Jacinta is one of my ideal customers. I should follow up with her after this call to see if she has any troubles with her finances or might need a free discovery call. This list is helping you identify who your ideal customers are, so you know it when you see them. So we have people like freelancers, small business owners, startup founders, personal trainers. Jacinta is one, by the way. Artists, influencers, coaches, digital marketers, virtual assistants, photographers. I'm one of those. So it really helps in that respect. Then Alpha, we have your 30-day content calendar. Of course, ChatGPT created it, but here's the thing. It's built on your ideal customer's pain. That's what was missing, right? Because anyone else can go out there and generate ideas from social media, from ChatGPT. Great. But what I've done is it's built on the specific problems your ideal customer has now. So it gives us graphic ideas, video ideas, it gives us money mindset, and it go on and on and on. Quick wins, 3 simple habits, practical. It tells us here which part of their pain you're addressing with this particular content. Poll ideas, everything, 30 days of it. Great. Now, Maxine says, where is the customer section in chat? It's not, Maxine. It's in this purpose-built tool that I've built for you. Part of your success path. It's in my Small Business Growth Club membership. It's not a prompt. It's a specific automated bot that I've created. So the bot is asking me, do you want me to write completed social captions for 3 of these ideas? Yes, we do. Great, Alpha. Because again, the end of this needs to be practical for Alpha. It needs to give you completed captions, completed content that you can go ahead and action without slowing you down, without adding more to your workload. So again, it's come up with a graphic, it's come up with a caption, it's got a CTA at the end of it, it's got a hook at the start, it's got everything that you need. Again, Alpha, you didn't have to prompt this. No prompts were required. This is all generated for you. It's saving you time. And now the final part of your customer finder tool is, are you ready to take action and to find your ideal customers online? Well, of course, yes, we are. So what is it going to guide us to do? We are going to start by creating poll questions to ask right now in your Instagram stories and your Facebook groups that will help validate these results and instantly engage and attract your ideal customer. Because Alpha, who cares about me? What we need to do is empower you to take action the fastest way possible. And the way to do that is to start putting out polls in every Facebook group you're part of and in your Instagram stories, asking your ideal customers what they are, who they are, and what they're struggling with. I'm reading the most amazing book on sales called Sales EQ. And the top skill, it says that the number one salespeople in Wall Street, New York have, is that they are great listeners. So when we think that we need to blast people with information to get them to buy our product, we are wrong. What we need to do is open up the conversation for them to listen, for us to listen to them, for them to holler at us. So I hope you can see this content. So Maxine says, this is fab. How do we access this? Maxine, you come and join my Small Business Growth Club. This is all available inside my Small Business Growth Club along with your success path. Allison says, custom GPTs are now accessible to the free version of ChatGPT according to AI. Alpha says yes. So this is all accessible inside my Small Business Growth Club. This is available on the normal version of ChatGPT. You can access it. It's the tool you know and love. And Rebecca says, I would love to see how this would work for our business, Pontifex Jewelers Retail Store. So why don't we run it for you, Rebecca? I'll need to see some kind of website copy or a Facebook, some kind of description of you. That's all I need to run it. So I know that in the next person, I'm just going to run it again quickly because, we're running out of time. I'd love to run it for a product business. I know that Laura is on the call. So welcome, Laura, from, let's see, Laura, if I can find you. I've just got Hip Surfer on my mind. So let me just find it. If you want me to run this tool for you and your business, then absolutely pop your details in the chat and I'll try and get to them after we do this call. So we've got Hacker Lily. Here we go. Just trying to find you, Laura. There we are with the Hip Surfer. Let's run this again. So what I'm doing is I'm demonstrating how you can use my Customer Finder ChatGPT tool to get generated content ideas based on your customer. Remember, that's what's the most important thing, connecting with your customer. So let's go through and let's open up this Customer Finder tool again. We're going to demonstrate it again for Laura. Again, there is no prompting. You don't need to waste hours of your time giving ChatGPT information. I've built this tool for you that does the work for you. So let's run it for Laura. Let's see what it comes up with. So based on Laura's story brand strategy, we're going to structure her message to grow like this. We're going to focus on her hero customer. So the ideal customer for her brand is a busy parent who is passionate about both style and practicality. Again, a lot of this information, Laura, will be stuff you already know. But what is great is that you can rinse and repeat this process and get all your content ideas done for you that you can then delegate to your social media team or someone who's managing what you're doing so that it's directly tied to your ideal customer avatar. And it's not just random ideas that someone has thought is good. It's directly answering your ideal customer's pain points and showing how your product solves their problem. So we've got their objections. So their primary objection might be the fear the product is not as practical as advertised, concerns about safety for the comfort of their child, or doubts about whether it will fit into their busy lifestyle. So again, huge areas that you can create content on to help get through their objections. The pain that your customer faces is internal, external, and philosophical. So the internal pain is the anxiety of making the right choices for their child's well-being. External, they struggle with the practical challenges of finding a baby carrier that is both functional and stylish. And philosophical, they believe in the importance of smart, efficient parenting. Oh, Laura, you were already on track with this because you were, creating this parenting content. So it's kind of proving that your instincts are correct and that your strategy is correct if that's the strategy you're pursuing. So there are 15 occupations who might need your product or service. We've got working mothers, stay-at-home parents, pediatric nurses, daycare providers. Again, just identifying people who really might love your product and might need it. So a whole bunch of different people there. And then we finish off with your 30-day content calendar done for you. Remember, this was with no prompts. This is all done for you, and it's specifically relates back to your ideal customer's pain point. So we've got their trust and safety concerns, answered here. We've got their empathy with parental challenges answered here. And again, ensuring that every single piece of content that you create, whether it's an email, it's your social post, it's videos, it's going live, is moving the dial strategically towards sustainable revenue and profitability for you and your business, eliminating the overwhelm and eliminating the overwork, thinking about what do I need to do next? This gives it for you. So do you want some captions? Of course you do. So let's get 3 social captions for all of these ideas. Again, the captions are a no-brainer. Again, this is all built on my IP. You can't get this from ChatGPT normally. In the back end, I've created a tool that does this for you based on all the information that I've gotten around how to make a great business. So we've got captions here. We've got another one here for a blog. We've got another thing here for a video, like a script. And then we're going to ask Laura, are you ready to take action and find your ideal customer online now? Because that's the thing, right? It's all fine and well to get these ideas, but it's most important to take action and be executing on it, be implementing the great information that you're getting. The answer is, of course, yes. And so here it is. It's giving you poll questions. So which describes you. You want to segment your audience and find out who you're talking to on the different channels and platforms. You want to find out what they struggle with most. We want to play something fun and find out if they were a celebrity, who would they be? And we want to find out what topics does your audience want to see from you. You know, it's all fine and well for ChatGPT to generate ideas, but it's even better to hear from your live audience and to be directly linking to that person on the other side of the screen and incorporating their feedback into what you do. Again, listening is the greatest sales tactic you can possibly deploy. So this is the gold, Jade. Thank you, Annette. I'm so glad you like to hear that because it was so fast. There was nothing required from your end. You didn't need to prompt. All you needed to do was enter in your website or your bio and away it goes. So that's how easy it is. That's what we're looking at. So Karina says, amazing. I can never think of interesting questions or polls for my audience. Oh, Karina, we could run this for you in a shot, and I would love to do that for you and give you those ways to get your audience problem aware. Your audience is not sitting around thinking, Karina, for example, about parenting best practices. They are crying on the inside because they're worried that they're a crap parent. And so what is a gentle way for you to bridge that gap? It's to ask questions. It's to play games with them. It's to gamify the sales process, not just to blast them with information saying, buy my book, attend my thing. This is what we're doing. This is what I've done in my business, and I've created this system for you, this Your Success Path system. So let's stop that now. Let's head into the next part of today. I'm aware that we're conscious of time. I want to make sure that I'm really respecting your time being here in the room. So let's go for it. What have we got here? We have got, Your Success Path. Let's run on that. We are going to run this one here. Here we go. Holler at me if you can see where I'm at. What I've demonstrated for you today is your customer finder tool that I've created for you. It runs on 0 prompts. You know, when I was really looking to level up my business and I was making revenue through Instagram, great, but I needed to do that in a sustainable way and to be able to delegate things. And I thought I needed to hire 1 million people. I thought I needed to work around the clock. I thought I needed all these things to level up my business. But what I really needed was a sustainable success system. And now it's powered by AI. And AI, as we know, is free. So Marianne says, wow, Jade, this is incredible. What a huge amount of work on your end to make life and business easy and effective for us. Oh, thank you, Marianne. Thank you for seeing that. And I really hope you see how this success path is not complicated. It is not difficult. It is not different from anything you already know. What it is doing is helping you zero in on the important things and quieten down the noise. And I know for you, Marianne, that is a huge part of what you do for your audience. And I want to give you this system with the idea that you can also create tools like this for your audience. It is not just about me helping you. It is about me empowering you to then automate things for your clients and do things using these same tools to do the same way. And so in my Small Business Growth Club, I have released the training already on how you create these tools for yourself. So you not only use them, but you then create them and you automate things for your customers too. That's a big part of what we're doing, is empowering each other. So Your Success Path has these 8 steps in it, and every single step is empowered by incredible AI tools that are fast, free, and done for you. That's really important to me, so that you're not building from scratch. All of these tools are available. Kai says, this is incredible. Thank you, Kai. I think that you could really create something really powerful like this for your coaching business. And I can't wait to see what it is, because I know that it will change the game. All of these tools are available inside my Small Business Growth Club. This is not theoretical. This is not happening one day or maybe. All of these tools live and exist there already. And they're already empowering my members who are saying things like, I just felt a weight lift off my shoulders watching this. Someone else said, I'm blown away. I've just put my Instagram profile and it's spitting out some amazing ideas. Holy Toledo Batman, said someone else with 5 exclamation marks. We probably know that that's a Gen Xer because they're talking Batman, but I believe this tool can be beneficial for everyone. What is Small Business Growth Club? You might be wondering, so what? Who cares? Small Business Growth Club is a monthly membership to grow your audience and sales. We go through all elements that you need to sell, from your strategy, targeting and attracting the right audience for what you do, then your profile, optimizing your account for growth and sales, helping you deliver content, grow faster with less effort and wasted time. That's content across all the surfaces. So email content, blog content, video content, none of it is wasted. It's all just another surface that needs to come back to the central point of your customer. Your customer is who defines what things you do, what trends you jump on. Trends are totally fine as long as they link back to your customer. And so none of your work is wasted. That's really important to me. Always getting more engagement. As you saw, this customer finder, the instant thing that it spits out is polls and quizzes and games for you to play with your audience. That builds your engagement instantly. It's not rocket science, but there's a block stopping you doing it. Otherwise, you would have done it. So this helps remove that block and gets that action. And finally, it leads to sales. At the start of this presentation, I showed you the receipts. It's very embarrassing and vulnerable for me to do that, but I want to make this clear. This is not a superficial thing. This is the way that modern business is done. And I really think that you should jump on these free tools because this will elevate you, solve all your problems. This is what you need. You jump in the club and you get 100 proven growth templates. There are also 5 ways to grow inside the club. One of my biggest pain points with other memberships that I'm part of is the fact that they always revolve around monthly calls. And if you miss the monthly call, inevitably, you get nothing, right? And even in the weekly calls, like I am a mom, I have 3 kids. There is always something on at the call time. So in Small Business Growth Club, I diversified the way that I deliver information so that it comes to you in 5 different ways. We've got Instagram stories, we've got an online training portal, we've got our Facebook group, we've got our weekly email, and we've got 2 monthly calls. So that really helping you, I understand that you are my hero customer. I have to bridge the gap to you. I'm not just saying these are the monthly calls I can do, sucks to the rest of you. It's about me finding the way to connect with you and get the information in front of your eyes so that you take action. At the end of the day, you've heard all of this stuff before. The only thing that's stopping you is action taking. So that's why we're so action oriented in Small Business Growth Club. And everything I do is geared towards you taking action, whether that action is just looking at a video or it's asking a question to your audience or it's posting a particular thing and knowing that you're taking the right action. So inside Small Business Growth Club, we have a ton of stuff. So not only your success system powered by AI, which you've seen already, we also have 130 growth video tutorials, 100 plus Canva templates, 7 plus Notion templates. Notion is my productivity tool of choice, incredible free tool also. We have twice monthly live growth tips. We have a Facebook group to promote your business. Again, it's not about you can promote once a month on the blue moon when I say it's okay. You can promote when you've got something to promote. I really believe that we are our own ecosystem and that when you share your message, someone else is going to hear it and need that thing. You're going to solve their problem. You're going to make some money. And that's great. That's what we're here for. We're not here just for you to listen to me endlessly. You also get a 365-day done for you calendar. You get a launch calendar. You get access to monthly guest experts and also live hot seat coaching. Last week we had our live hot seat coaching and it was awesome. In the Growth Club, you also get access to all of the AI tools I've created. So we have obviously the Customer Finder tool, which I've demonstrated today. Tomorrow, I'll be demonstrating the strategy tool and the business planning tool, which I think is really exciting because, hey, everyone says you need a business plan. Everyone says you need a marketing plan, but do you have one? And is it linked to your content? Because I bet it's not. And I think this is something so easy. We should get it done by AI within 30 seconds. Then we're going to go through other tools in the club, email writer, caption writer, story games. All of them exist now. All of them are already rocking for my members. So you can grab them at any time if you're in the club. Why are we doing all this stuff? Because it's about saving you money, right? That's what I want to give you. ChatGPT is free. AI is free to use now. Social media is free. When you're coming on board with me, I'm not signing you up to some other huge website platform secretly that you have to pay hundreds of US dollars per month for. These are all free tools that'll put money in your pocket because they help you refine your customer and speaking to that person on the other side of the screen. It's not about necessarily, spending money on an SEO package, although your ChatGPT can help you spend the right money on that SEO package. And when you go to these experts and professionals, A, you'll have the revenue that you can use to pay them. And B, you can then give them your ideal customer avatar in this beautiful, comprehensive way that will inspire them to then go find better information or better solutions for you because they're not working around flying blind trying to work out everything. They've been given an incredible description and a roadmap by you as well. So I feel like it just helps everyone. Small Business Growth Club also helps you save a ton of time. I would argue that time is your most precious resource as a woman in business, as a mother, as a parent of 3. I know that Ed has 3 kids just like me. And so learning faster is a big deal. Like an hour saved for Ed is massive. He could probably do 3 loads of washing, get back to 3 different clients, and have delivered a workshop by the time, that an hour-long webinar could have gone from. I love hour-long webinars. We're in one right now, but honestly, if it could be faster, I'd want it faster. So I break down my learning into chunks so that you can access it how you want, when you want. So, Blue Moon promotion. Yes, Annette, you've been part of those Facebook groups too. And then don't forget, when you like promote outside of the Blue Moon, they delete your post. I mean, seriously, who talk about control freak. Anyway, don't get me started on that. Faster learning is important. Faster strategy is important. Faster results are important, and faster sales are important. Again, I'm all for email lists. Hooray. But it takes you seriously months and years of time to amass an email list, and then take you thousands of dollars to spend on the Facebook ads to power the email list. How are you going to do it, right? You can do it for free now by being smart, by working smarter. I just think this is such a no-brainer system. How do I know this success system will work for you? Because it's already working right now for my members. So we have all my members in my Small Business Growth Club. We are a 100+ strong community, and I'm so excited. The feedback they give me is so beautiful, so wonderful. One very happy customer here. These are brilliant. We have beautiful Ed, who was in our call. Ed is such a hero and a champion. We've got to get Ed doing some guest presentations for us on AI as well. We have a wealth of knowledge and information in my club. And when you join, you become part of that crew. And I love heroing the members that we have in our club, not necessarily always seeking outsiders for the guest experts, but featuring the guest experts we have in our membership, because they're the people who can really move the dial. They're the people who are really investing and taking action. So I also love this idea that the content I suggest for you to make doesn't have to be about you. Again, I've heard so many coaches yell at people, you have to show up, as if that's going to solve everything. Yeah, it can, if you show up in service of your ideal customer, of you thinking about them on the other side of the screen. And in fact, if you think of your ideal customer and you solve their problems, you probably don't even need to show up that much, right? It's about being smart, not about working smarter, not harder. That's all about. So using templates, using faceless content, using things in the right way. So holler at me if you are still on the call. We've got Karina saying, yes, Small Business Growth Club. These are some comments from my crew. So much value in this membership. Oh my God, love the ManyChat video. So much value here, Jade. To be honest, I was a bit scared of ChatGPT, but it's so simple and I can definitely use it for my biz. It was way better than a lot of similar things I've hopped into. And great results for my members. So Amy, who will feature here. So Amy joined me when she had 1,900 followers. She is a beef farmer from Canada. We love Amy in our group, and because she grew to 54.9 thousand followers. She's done this explicitly in the time that she's been in the membership, and she's so kind. She hollers back at me with these beautiful testimonials, just reflecting on the way that she's grown in the club. So Amy was able to launch her very first course and make 12 sales on her first course launch, and that led to almost $30,000 of revenue. And that was purely from using the systems that I suggest in the club. She ended up making $200,000 of extra sales. And I don't say this lightly. I say this because she so beautifully came back in the club and she shared it with us. This is the sort of membership that we're part of. We're part of a group of people who are taking action from all around the world, mums, from everywhere all over, making it happen. That for me is really important, that it's implementation oriented. It's not just learning or mindset stuff. It is practical stuff. We also have our incredible member, Tressie, who joined and grew 10,000 followers in the 4 months that she was there. And even more excitingly, she ended up doubling her sales to make 100 sales per month. Tressie is really exciting example because she's in a very crowded space. So, a lot of people say, how does this apply to me and my business? And I would say it applies to you because the fundamentals of human beings are the same. Every customer wants to be seen. Every customer wants to be understood. There are so many people out there going out there with non-specific messages and not a clear way of how they're going to help their ideal customer. Well, what I'm giving you is clarity to cut through. And that's exactly what Tressie did in the fashion and beauty space, which is the most, some would say, saturated space on the planet. She was able to cut through and share a message that resonated so clearly. She ended up growing 10,000 followers. And then this is her subscriber growth in her email list. Again, from when she didn't join the club to when she joined it, because she got clarity in her messaging and was able to cut through that overwhelm for her audience. Gosh, need help with followers. Have been under 1,000 for yonks and yonks. Yay, Karina. Well, totally. Of course I can help with followers. I have 128K followers. I hope you can see that, this is all doable for a mum of 3. And I'm not just doing it because followers are great and it looks good. I'm doing it because it's another surface where I can reach people. And all of the surfaces are important, yes, but it's great to get real concrete wins on a particular surface because you know that the message has resonated. And then you simply amplify that message across the others with paid ads or with more emails, whatever, but you know that it's the right message because you've tested it on a free space. This is smart business. This is working smarter, not harder. I hope you can see how this can be powered by AI so you don't even have to think that hard. AI basically does it for you, and then it's up to you to implement, to take action. So we have beautiful Lisa from Nourishing Moments in my club. This is her here on the screen, and she wrote this beautiful testimonial unasked for. She's just such a generous soul, and she's one of our beautiful long-term members. She says that this club is everything Jade mentions, but I would add that everything is delivered in bite-sized chunks. So no worries if you're time poor. That was one of the questions in the Facebook group. Someone asked me, how much time do I have to devote to this thing? And I'm like, how much time do you devote to Netflix? Like, it's available when you want it to consume the way you want to consume it. That's what I do as a founder. That's my job. It's not that you have to show up for me. It's that I show up for you. Lisa says, all tutorials have captions, so if you're in a situation where you can't listen to audio, you don't miss out. Lisa is breastfeeding her fourth child, so for her, audio and captions are really important. Also, Jade is super responsive to DMs and questions and posts. She actually cares about her members and how they're doing and celebrates alongside us with our wins, no matter how small. Her tutorials and suggestions are actually doable and actionable, and she doesn't speak in jargon you can't understand. Plus, she's genuine, as are the members within her community. It's a great supportive environment. I am currently on unpaid mat leave with bub number 4, so money is tight. And her membership is pretty much the only non-family expenditure that I've kept. This is so generous of Lisa. I can't tell you how grateful I am. And this is the experience that I've wanted to build as a mum of 3, wanting to help other women and other mothers take the steps they need to get that revenue for their family, get that money in for their kids, right? That's what it's all about. I want to get my success system working hard for you. So at the end of this, it is not a crazy offer of millions of dollars. I have a really affordable way to access the club. Alison will share the links in the chat so you can see it. So Kelsey K says, I'm in Amy's class right now. We love Amy. She's a star. So woohoo. Marianne says, I'm in. Can't wait to play and grow more alongside you all in the club. Marianne, we would be honored to have someone like you in the club. And I think, when I see Marianne, I see a superstar. I see someone who takes action, and I see that same essence and energy in other members of the club too. And I think you would be really beautifully placed in there because Marianne knows the secret to success. And that is, the more you care about other people, the more that that you achieve success, right? This is the work of karma in the business world. It's online, it's everywhere, but that's the secret sauce, is really caring about others, contributing to their success, and then it all comes back to you and you end up blowing up yourself and you wonder, why didn't I do that sooner? So I've got this special offer in the club. Alison's shared the links here. This is how you join. It's on our sign up page. We've got a beautiful landing page with all the details there. We've got some special deals on right now for payment. So I want to make this as affordable and accessible as possible. It is not a multi-million-dollar course that you have to sign up to. It is an ongoing membership with 3 different payment tiers. We have monthly, we have quarterly, and we have annual. And so the annual is really exciting for me because I'm giving you guys 40% off the monthly rate if you join in an annual level. I want to reward you. If you want to invest in me, I want to reward you straight away. So that's really exciting. The rate comes down dramatically, the per monthly rate. Then we've got our quarterly offering, which is 20% off the monthly rate. These are brand new options, only outlined for today, only outlined for right now for this launch. As always, every single launch I do, I tend to ratchet up my pricing. So the people that get in today then find that next launch, the prices have gone up because we're always adding more. We're adding more functionality, more tools to it. So this pricing is just for today and special pricing for you guys. And we have our most popular option, which is our monthly payment. The prices are locked in at the price you pay when you join. They will never increase. They're always the same. And obviously people like to join on a monthly level because they just like to see, is this going to be right for me? Can I jump in and can I jump out? And the answer is yes, you can always jump out 14 days notice, and that's all you need to do. So it's not something lock in, it's not something hectic. It's just the way we've structured it. So I think the special offer that I'd love to share with you for participating in this call, spending time with me, is $157 per month with a minimum 3 months commitment. It's a brand new offer and it's super exciting. And I think we've wrapped it up. We're just on time here, despite a bit of a late start. So I want to thank you so much for spending time with me today. I hope you can see the potential of this system to make a massive impact in your business and to really cut through the clarity. I hope you can see how I've demonstrated it myself. I've applied it to my members. They are using it. It's not rocket science. It's the stuff you've heard. But what it does, it removes the bottleneck. I remember, the bottleneck is you. The bottleneck is your time, your clarity. And I hope this plan gives you that kind of cuts through the overwhelm and gives you exactly what you need to do today. And what you need to do today is the same thing you need to do tomorrow, which is you need to think about your customer. It's so easy to go out there online and start talking about my launch and my sale and all of those things, when in fact we want to reverse that and we want to talk about our customer. We want to talk about their objections, their concerns. What do we do that transforms their pain into gain? And we don't need to spend, millions of dollars or hours of time on this. We used to, but thanks to AI, we can do it in a second, and then we just need to apply it. We just need to implement it. And if you're working with a VA or someone else in your team, they can implement it for you. So there's so many different ways. So Ina says, thanks, Jade. So lovely listening to you. Love your energy. Love it, Ina. Thank you. Should we run for Ina? Should we run? I've probably got time to run one more example of Customer Finder. And by the way, Customer Finder is just one of the tools that I have. I'll be demonstrating all the different tools this week, all the different levels, so we can explore how they work for you. So holler at me. Let me see. I'm going to shut this share down here and we'll run it one more time. So let me know in the chat if you want me to run it for you. I think we've got Kai and we've got Ina. I can probably run it for both of you. So let's give it a go, right? I love to see what it comes up with for you, if it's things that you've thought of or if it's new ideas. Thanks, Jade. Got to jump off. See you tomorrow. Thanks, Annette. Nice to spend time with you. Thanks for joining me. Hope you are having a great Monday. Thank you for spending time with me. I'm excited to spend time with you. So let me share this screen here. Woo! It is so great to be not running late and to have delivered. So let's see what we've got. We've got Customer Finder here. Holler at me if you can hear me and see me. We're going to run Customer Finder over here, and we're going to pull in someone who we haven't featured already. So we'll pull Ina. She's a website designer. I know she's from Pink Fig. And so Ina, you were saying the other day that you were going to reach out to people and cold email them. And I actually created a tool for you on the spot listening to that. So if you want that tool, you should definitely DM me, because it's created for you and it created emails for you. It did them already. And again, the exciting thing about the tools that I've created for you, they're not just my tools. I teach you how to do those tools yourself. So that if you have something that you repeatedly run for your clients, for example, you need to write sales copy for them on their website pages, you can create an automated tool that will scrape their current bio on Instagram or scrape their current website, and it will spit it out into nicely formatted sales page copy for their next website. So again, thinking about how do I apply this, not just for me as a consumer to get my message right, but how do I use this idea to build tools for my audience that are going to help them get their message right. I think that's where the really exciting thing comes in. Now, why am I not following you, Ina? I mean, that just been random. I think I must be, well, I'm sorry, you caught me out there. So let me just grab this and I'm going to run it for you. So holler back at me if you can see what I'm sharing here. I'm in the Customer Finder tool. I'm going to run this tool for Ina. Let's see what it comes up with. So first of all, we're going to define your hero customer. Again, you probably have done this at some point, but it might not be recent and it might not be integrated into the content that you're creating. And certainly we can use this tool now to create cold emails for you. I mean, that was one of the things. These tools are all flexible. They're all built on ChatGPT. This is not just a finite tool that starts here and ends here. It goes on and on and on using the power of AI, the power of ChatGPT. So your customer, Ina, is a small business owner who is passionate about their craft but overwhelmed by the technical aspects of building and maintaining a professional website. This person values creativity, efficiency, and personal connection. They may be hesitant to invest in a professional help due to concerns about cost. So payment plans, I'm sure you have one, but are you communicating them in every piece of content? Potential lack of control or previous negative experiences with contractors. So again, maybe some kind of testimonial or story where someone did have a negative experience and how you turned that around. That can become a repeatable piece of content for you. And you know that it's going to strategically build your business from it. So you don't have to stress about, is it getting me likes? Is it, we know that it's part of your strategy. So we just keep going with it. Internally, your hero feels overwhelmed and frustrated by the complexity of web design and the fear of not being able to represent their brand authentically online. They want to look professional. The practical challenges they face: poorly functioning website that fails to attract or convert visitors. So again, they want to see your track record with conversion. At a deeper level, they believe that their website should reflect the quality and passion they put into their work. They feel that a subpar website is a disservice to their brand and clients. They're looking for a partner who shares their value of excellence and creativity, who can help them bring their vision to life without compromising on quality or functionality. Again, so, when you're sharing your stories or your personal stories of your background, highlighting where you have passion, highlighting where you put emphasis on your quality and application for excellence. These are the things that your ideal customer wants to see, and these are the things you can start drawing out of your own story, knowing that strategically it's connecting with them and answering their pain points. So here are 15 occupations who might need your product or service. I'm in, says Alpha. Very excited. Welcome, Alpha. We are so excited to spend time with you. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm so excited to get to know you. And for Alpha, I'm really excited for you to create your own tools like this that I can use for me, because I don't have Alpha's brain, but with your Genius Alpha, you can start to create dashboards, GPTs, customer journeys that you can map out the things that you do for your clients and then automate them for them. Because I guarantee for you and your clients, it's the same barrier. People just don't take action. They get the theory, but then they're stumped with the implementation. So what I love about AI is it removes that bottleneck and gets the action happening. So back onto Ina. These are some of your ideal customers, Ina. Obviously, life coaches, wellness practitioners. You can use this information to call out in one roof. Hey, life coaches, I'm offering a free 15-minute discovery call if you talk to me about your pain points and the website that you have currently. So then you can craft a particular package for life coaches, or you can start to generate, sales emails and stuff for life coaches specifically, because the more specific you can understand your ideal customer, the more likely they are to convert to sales. This is so important, particularly in a saturated and crowded market. Photographers, independent artists, interior designers, event planners, content creators, authors and writers. You've got a whole bunch of people here, right? But you can start to get specific about who you want to target. Then we have your 30-day content plan, Ina. Bear in mind, we didn't prompt this at all. It was created for you specifically based on my IP. So we have videos for you. We have graphics for you. We have emails for you. Let us handle your website transformation just one day. You could be creating your welcome series from this. We could get it to generate your welcome series right now. We can ask that. But Ina, you wanted to generate pitch emails. So let's just ask it to do that, because that's the point of this tool. It's not just like functional with this much. We can get it to do anything that we want. So great. Use these customer pain points to generate a pitch email connecting with we had the top of the list was wellness professionals, wasn't it? Life coaches, sorry. Let's say wellness practitioners. Make it, didn't spell it right. Oh, well, make it 300 words, incorporate their pain points, and show how I deliver a transformation. Now, I actually built a tool that does this for you, Ina, but what I wanted to demonstrate here is the fact that you can jump in at any point in time in any of the tools I've created and get it to do something different. You don't need to be limited to what that specific tool does, because you might say, oh, great, this is awesome. Now give me my email. I need to write it in the next 5 minutes because I've got school pickup. So jump in, tell it what you want to do, blah, 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 wellness practitioner. I hope this finds you well. As someone dedicated to improving their lives, I know how passion you pour into work. However, I understand the frustration that comes with trying to build and maintain a website that truly affects your brand, effectively convinces you. Many of them just like you struggle, blah, blah, blah. So, this is where I come in as a service-based designer. Imagine having a website that obviously showcases your services, blah, blah, blah. So again, it has taken the pain points that it mentioned above and it's gone and spat them into an email. Now, this email isn't perfect, but it's done. And what you can do, Ina, is use your brain power and your expertise and your experience inserting, hey, a case study where you've worked with a wellness practitioner and delivered an extraordinary website, some data where you have, increased conversions on a website. But basically, it's taking the implementation stress away from you because it's done. You can choose, cut and paste, blah, 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 whatever you want. At least, all the basics are there and now you can edit it. Hooray. Okay. Great. Get back to what was it doing for us up here? It was great. Completed social captions. Thanks. Captions. Thanks. Awesome. So there we go. Here are the captions. So it's awesome. I just signed up. Whoa, Maxine. Woohoo. Welcome, Maxine. Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you so much. This is great, says Ina. You're great, Ina. I love your business. I want to make it easier for you. And so, you doing things like polls, Ina, like I know that you've been posting in OneRoof, but have you been posting those polls on your Facebook, on the other groups you're part of? So here it can tell us what polls you need to post. Let's just find out what they are. Polls are a great way to attract your ideal customer without being salesy, right? So, you might want to use these for your Instagram stories. What do you struggle with most? If you were a celebrity, what topics would you like to see from me? How do you feel about the current website? Blah, blah, blah. Awesome. So these are really great things to have. And then at the end, it asks you to come back to it. And, these must be done multiple times to see results. Again, it's just reminding you to check your expectations and to think, hey, we've got to do this a couple of times before people are really going to pay attention to us. So Maxine says, awesome. Maxine, I'm so excited to spend time with you inside Small Business Growth Club. It is the best membership around. We are at about 15 minutes over time now. I'm going to wrap it up. I wanted to say thank you to everyone who's joined me today. If you have any questions, please let me know. If you want me to run these tools for you and your business, please let me know. I'm so happy and available to action this stuff. Again, I don't think it's rocket science, but I do think it is incredibly innovative to think about your success path done for you, which you already have, then combined with AI tools, which are free, and then finally connecting those dots to get you to take action. You are a super smart, super skilled small business owner. You are overwhelmed by a job that is overwhelming. We need all the tools we can get, all the community we can get to try and win this game. And I've been lucky enough to make some breakthroughs in the last few years. And all I want to do is systematize what I've learned, build the tools that are going to do it for you. Because how much can Marianne achieve in the ADHD space if she is empowered like this, if she can save hours of the day, if she can get that revenue through the door, if she can pay for her Facebook ads that are then going to lead to her podcast, where more people around the world are going to listen to her, convert and connect with her. I mean, that has got to be the best thing ever. And I would say the same about Karina. I would say the same about Pontifex, Jules. I would say the same about every single person in this room. I'd say the same about Alpha. I'll say the same about Laura. I know it's true of you. The more you can get people to pay attention to what you're doing, the more good and the more impact you can make in the world. But your problem now is that there's only so many hours in the day and you're overwhelmed. You're not sure what to do. So I've built this success path to do the work for you. I know that it works. I use it every day. It's part of I print it out and I write all over them as to what I need to do tomorrow, because we need to be reminded of this stuff every single freaking day. We need to be told, poll to put in the group today, because you're busy. You got 5 million things to do. You probably got the school pickup coming up. I know that I do. So I want to thank you for your time today. I want to let you go. I want to invite you to come back again tomorrow, because tomorrow I'm building your business plan, your marketing plan, because you know you should have one. You don't. And it's not integrated into your content. And we're going to get it done within 30 seconds. It's not rocket science. It's so easy. Let's make it happen, right? That's what I think. Thank you so much, everyone. Thanks for spending time with me. I'm going to let you go. The challenge will go on all week because I want to put these tools into your hands. See you soon. Thank you, Allison, for being here. Thank you, everyone. I'll let you go. We can continue the chat in the Facebook group. I'll see you around. Thank you. Bye.